Welcome to the first Thursday throwback for ages. This is actually the second time I'm filming this card. I'm hoping that this is going to be a clearer vision than the last one was. When I was making it, everything was fine. When I uploaded it to my computer, the whole film and the other card that I'd filmed were all fuzzy. So I'm hoping this one's going to be a lot clearer, so just bear with me. Okay, let's hope for the best. Okay, this is the card we're making today, and the throwback that I'm using is the Oh So Succulent and Succulent Framelits, which came out during last year's celebration. And this was one set I was hoping would carry over because I didn't get it until the end of celebration, so I don't think I've used it to film too many videos. So I'm actually using it today, as well as the Gorgeous Grunge for the back spatters. Now I'm also using the Petal palette for the Best Wishes on the front and for everything on the inside. So without wasting too much more time, let's start. Now this one is a side folding, and I've decided to decorate the back. I don't care that I go over. I think it carries the whole card off really nicely. Now I haven't scored in the middle of this one yet for the fold over. What I'm going to do is start, move that over there so I've got some paper to stamp on. So I'm using Lemon Lime Twist, stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, give the card a flip, stamp on, off, on, and then we'll go just a little bit up the back. And I did that one a bit too hard. Now inside, this will be the inside, and we're going to stamp off and stamp on, stamp off and stamp on. Now get rid of the lemon lime twist for now and bring in the Pear Pizzazz. And once again, I'm not even going to bother washing it because I'm going straight in to a darker colour. So stamping off and stamping on, so that's the inside done. Flip it over, and then the gaps that you can see I'm just going to fill in with the Pear Pizzazz. So once again, stamping off and then stamping on. So there we go, and I'll just do one little bit more which got missed. There we go. So that's that part done. Now the focal point for the front also has a little bit of speckling, so I'll just do that, and I'm going to have to bring in my scrub because I've got to go back into the lemon lime twist. So just give that a bit of a spray with the Stampin' Mist, scrub, and quickly dry it. Pop this aside for a moment. I'm trying to work quick before I lose the afternoon light, if you're wondering why I'm just being really haphazard about the whole thing, because I haven't done a Thursday throwback in so long that I was really annoyed when I found that the other one hadn't recorded nice and clear. Okay, so we'll get rid of our Gorgeous Grunge piece. So we've got our focal point. I'm going to bring in the matting piece and mat that onto the Pear Pizzazz mat, like so. Now I'm going to bring in my score. Well, it's not a score tool, it's a cutting, it's a trimmer. but I'm going to use it to score as well. Straight down the centre there. Pop that away. Fold that up. And as I said, the speckles on the back just lend a bit of interest to the back of the card. I mean, I would affix my watermark there if I was sending this off today. Now, with this piece, I know I have my dimensionals here somewhere. Here we go. So we'll just snip some dimensionals up. Piece down that side. And piece down this side. One of the demos in the States calls these the bones, and she's right. They are the bones of your dimensionals because they hold everything together. So there's another one, and one more down the down the bottom there, and just one in the middle as support as normal. Okay, so I'm going to peel the backing off. Don't know whether you can hear, but I've got two fans going. It might be autumn over here now, but it's still quite a warm day, and my craft room catches all of the afternoon sun. Okay, so we'll just make sure that all the side and the top edges are all about the same, and there we go. So we've got our matting piece. Now I'm going to bring in the flowers. Now I've already stamped these, so all I have to do now is pop them on the card. One thing I did notice with the die that cuts this bit, you've got to actually pop the paper out. There's little holes to pop the paper out, but I don't know whether you can see that, whether the sun's catching them or not, but because I left this piece in and then cut that piece, it actually left little speckles all over the die cut piece. So it actually looks quite like a succulent with all the little like pimples or dimples all over it. So I thought that was quite good. Okay, back in with the dimensionals, and what I'm going to do is pop my Daffodil Delight piece straight on here. I've just realised I forgot to stamp my best wishes, so wish me luck with that. If not, we'll figure something out. Okay, so I've got this piece put down. Now I'm just going to bring in these pieces and lift, use my craft knife just to lift that up and pop that under there. And it doesn't matter that only one end is fastened down, it gives a bit more life because these pieces will actually stand up off the card. Okay, do this piece. Now as you can see, I actually stamped a couple of these leaves and whatnot, and then with these ones I just die cut them straight from the coloured cardstock just to give a little bit of added interest. So, okay, we've got those pieces fixed, and I've just realised I'm missing a floral. There it is. Okay, so in with the dimensionals now, and we'll pop a dimensional on the back of this Flirty Flamingo piece, another piece on the Peekaboo Peach, and then this little Daffodil Delight flower, we'll pop another one on there, like so. And now we can pop these on. So in with the Peekaboo Peach one, and I'm just going to pop that there. Now with the Flirty Flamingo, you can go just up the top here, and then this little Daffodil Delight one, just along the bottom here. There we go. So that's our flowers fixed, and I'm just going to bring in some rhinestones and just pop a rhinestone in the centre of each of the flowers, just to add. I know that succulents don't have centres, but then again, succulents don't come in all of these really bright colours. They're all normally in shades of green or brown, so there we go. We're just adding a little bit of interest. And I'm just going to pop another one down here just so that we've got 5. And on my original sample card, I also had this down the bottom here, just as an added piece of interest. Now, we've almost finished I've almost finished the card. Let's see how I do putting our best wishes. Whoops. Our best wishes up in the top corner. So just about there. No, that didn't work, but that's okay, we can save that. I'm just going to put for everything on the inside though. So lift that up and just pop for everything there. And I have a number of offcuts here, so on with our best wishes, which looks fine there, and in with another piece of the Pear Pizzazz. I'm just going to run a piece of, what I might do is just trim that off at an angle, like so, and then pop this on here so that it's got just a small margin. Flip that over and trim it off there. There we go. Now all we need now is, whoops, a couple of dimensionals on the back, and then we'll just bring that in and pop, and that's not straight, and pop that over the top. There we go. Okay, move all of this rubbish out the way. Bring in a fairly clean piece of paper to show you. There's the one we started off with today, side folding. And that's the one we've finished up with. I don't think that one looks too bad. Now let's just hope this is nice and clear. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Thursday throwback, and you will come back again for next week's. Okay, until then, bye bye.